So the president recently suggested that there should be less of what he called Java-centric investment. What are your thoughts on that?
I completely agree with him. Indonesia is big. Indonesia is not only Java. Yes, Java is 60% of Indonesia's populations, but there are other 40%, 20% in Sumatra and 20% in the rest of Indonesia. They have not been the focus of government attention in the past. And I think this has to change. They need to be also center of attention of how development is going to be made, not only economically, but other parts of development, infrastructures, connectivity. People in Papua, for instance, now have to pay a lot more of goods and services that they have because they're so remote. So this has to change. Pretty much how you could see prices are pretty much similar between California and DC. Here, we're facing the same challenge. So I completely supporting the government focus on growing other parts of Indonesia. And I think this is also an opportunity for private sectors to move towards we call it frontier areas and to take risk. Right now, people just want to focus on Java because it's less risk. So people in the market are here. But growing more and more, I see more and more economic activities, and people are taking to the other parts of Indonesia. And this is good for the long-term development of our country.
If I could ask you, if you were elected governor of Jakarta, what would you do to increase foreign tourism into Jakarta? I'll say from my own perspective, one great thing I think about this city is people are very genuinely nice. And I think that makes the tourism experience very pleasant for people. But there is another issue. There's not a lot of English language signs, things like that. What would you do to improve
I think
tourism?
We need to be more tourism friendly. First of all, we need the infrastructures to be completely up to speed with the way the world is fastly changing. I think that from the first moment that you arrive here, the airports, we know that it's handled by different agency or different parts of government, but Jakarta, and it's outside Jakarta, but we need to make sure that once people arrive in Jakarta, they could be felt as a guest and be our friend. So Jakarta have so much of the entire Indonesian cultures, and they are all centered here in Jakarta. I think we need to really make sure that we could showcase this once the infrastructure is improved. The big cities like New York, London have their own tourism program, and I think Jakarta is now just starting, but we have so much that we have not really developed. The culture, for instance, Jakarta itself have not only cultures from around Indonesia, but the local Jakarta culture, like their martial arts and all their attraction has not been really showcased. So I'll put in, I guess, great emphasis in terms of showcasing this very good tourism attractions and also spots. I think a lot of Indonesia's culture is supported not only by the genuinely nice people of Jakartans and Indonesians, but actually of deep historic values that we have as a country. So that needs to be showcased, more promotion going out, and talking to more media outside, like yourself, Matt.
Well, thank you. Last question. If you could give one word of advice to entrepreneurs on how to succeed, what is the one thing that you would give, one word of advice you would give them?
Don't be complacent. Entrepreneurs, sometimes once they reach a certain kind of success, they sort of like be complacent. They tend to be their own comfort zone. They're not innovating. They're become very passive and defensive they just occupy one market. I would say that they need to continue to innovate. They need to continue to look at markets beyond their traditional market, and they need to embrace technology. And this is why I think successful companies have been able to continue to be relevant, and companies who have not, or entrepreneurs who have not been able to innovate has been left behind. So I know that's more than a word, but I guess don't be complacent is the key to how entrepreneurs could be successful in the future.
So don't be complacent, and I guess never be satisfied.
Never be satisfied and continue to innovate.
Well, thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it. Our viewers appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and success to your trip.
Thank you.